Hello everyone, Onita again, and in this video we're going to take a look at class glyphs for rogues. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go to our glyph screen, and the first thing we notice here is that we are down to major and minor glyphs. We have 3 of each for a total of 6. Prime glyphs have been removed. Starting from the top, we have Glyph of Ambush, which increases your range by 5 yards. Blind, which removes your damage over time effects from the target. Cheap Shot, it increases the duration by 1 second. Cloak of Shadows reduces incoming damage by 40% while Cloak of Shadows is active. Crippling Poison increases your chance to apply Crippling Poison by 20%. Debilitation is a new one. Your Eviscerate and Envenom reduce the target's movement speed by 50% for 6 seconds. Evasion, the duration of evasion is increased by 5 seconds. That's going to come in really handy for PvP. You'll notice that with a lot of these glyphs, what most of them are either increases to range, increases to duration, or a reduction for your cooldown. Glyph of Expose Armor, it automatically applies 3 stacks of weakened armor instead of having to do individual stacks at a time. The duration of Feint is increased by 2 seconds. For Garrote, the silence duration is increased by 1.5 seconds. Gouge no longer has a positional dependency. You can strike an enemy from anywhere and gouge them. Kick increases the cooldown by 4 seconds, but the cooldown is reduced by 6 seconds when Kick is used to successfully interrupt a spell. Recuperate, it increases your healing by an additional 0.5% of max health. I'm not sure how well that one will work, but I'll try it out. Okay, Sap. This is only for dungeons and raidings or solo questing. It doesn't have any use in PvP. It increases the duration against non-player targets by 80 seconds. Shadow Walk, it increases your stealth detection while active, so this will boost both your stealth detection and your overall stealth ability. Shiv reduces the cooldown by 10 seconds, so that'll bring the total cooldown to 8 seconds. Sinister Strike deals 25% more damage, but costs 25% more energy. And the duration of Smoke Bomb is increased by 2 seconds. This would probably be nice too, seeing how rogues no longer have a double Smoke Bomb. That's been removed from the preparation cooldown. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the last of these here in just a second. Okay, Sprint increases your movement speed by an additional 30% while Sprint is active. The cooldown for Stealth is reduced by 4 seconds if you use this glyph. Vendetta, the damage bonus is reduced by 5%, but it increases the duration by 10 seconds. Blade Flurry, it gives a 30% increase to your chance to apply a non-lethal poison. Deadly Momentum, which used to be a talent you had to put points in, when a killing blow is landed on an enemy that awards experience or honor, Slice and Dice and Recuperate are refreshed to their original duration. And that's the duration you started with, not their 5-point combo point maximum. And then for Vanish, the duration is increased by 2 seconds. That's it for the major glyphs right now, so we'll take a look at the minor ones. There's some really neat ones here that I'm interested in trying out. Blurred Speed, which is one of my favorites, gives the ability to walk on water while Sprint is active. Decoy is a new one. When you vanish, you leave behind a decoy that looks like you. Detection, this brings back the old swirly balls that all the rogues wanted from way back in the day. So this is an active traps detection ability with the swirly ball effect. Disguise, you can steal the likeness of a target you pickpocket. The disguise remains for 5 minutes or until you enter combat. For Distract, the range is increased by 5 yards. And for Hemorrhage, this glyph removes the built-in hemorrhage bleed. So for applying effects that break from damage or bleeds, this will automatically do that for you without having to spec into it somewhere else. Because now the bleed in Hemorrhage is built in. Okay, moving down the list, we have Killing Spree. You finish killing spree at the same location that you started it. For pickpocket, the range is increased by 5 yards. Poisons, it takes 50% less time to apply to your weapons. Safe fall increases the damage you can fall without damage. Tricks of the Trade, this one is only useful for dungeons and raiding. It no longer costs energy, but it removes the damage bonus that your target gets, which is 15%. And Picklock, the cast time is reduced by 100%. Okay, and those are the rogue glyphs as we have them right now. If there's any changes, I will let you know in the future. But this is Onita, and if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you.